Hello, welcome to Dataset. Today we will scrape contact information from this public website. I think there's an election coming in Mexico this year, and this web page has all the information about the candidates for this election. Actually, this was a job post on Upwork. I couldn't get the job, but I decided to do it anyway as an exercise. This website fully runs on JavaScript, so we are going to use Selenium for this project. Let's see the overview of our project. First, we are going to create a WebDriver, and the WebDriver will open this page. Then it will come here and select this box, then click it. After that, this window will open, and then it's going to select one category and click this one. After that, it will click this search button. Now we will see this list of the candidates, and there is the page number of pages of this category. We are going to use a triple nested loop for this project. We are going to get all the data with just one loop, one triple loop. Then the outermost loop will be for those categories. The middle loop will be for these pages, and the innermost loop will be for the candidates of one page. Now let's go to the code and make a little automation, then scrape the data. I'll go to terminal and install Selenium. After the installation, I will import WebDriver from Selenium. I will also import two more things in here from selenium.webdriver.common.by. I will import by. This is going to be used to select the elements on the page. And also I will import from selenium.webdriver.common.action chains. I will import action chains. And these are going to help us to perform some operations on the page like move to element. And now I will copy something and paste it in here. If you are coding along with me, you don't have to write those. You can find them in the GitHub link below. What are those? The first thing is a list of dictionaries, and we are going to save our data in here. There are 5 of them for 5 categories, and this dictionary is going to help us to select the category on the page. We are going to select the category according to the text in it, and I wrote the text in here. We are going to use this in our loop. Okay, let's go and create our WebDriver now. Let's define the options first. Options is equal to WebDriver.Chrome options. And I will add 2 arguments to this. Options.add argument. First one will be start maximized to get the full page. And the second one will be options.add experimental option. And it will be detach true. This is to keep our driver running. Now let's create the driver. Driver is equal to WebDriver.Chrome. And we will pass the options in here. Options is equal to our defined options. Let's add this driver and wait in here. Driver.implicit wait for 15 seconds. This is to tell the driver that keep searching for items if you cannot find for 15 seconds. Do not crash. And let's finally define the actions in here, and it will be action chains, and we will pass the driver in here. Okay, as you remember, we imported this here. Okay, let's now go to the web page and see what we are going to do. The first thing that we're gonna do is to define a function that selects the category. It will start by getting to this page, because we will come get to this page in the first selection, and then for the other selections we will come to them from a candidate's personal page. So every time we will select a category, we will need to get to this page. So we will start with it. Then we will go to this box and click it. Then we will select the category we are at. Then click it also. Then we will click the search button. And this is what we are going to do in the select category function. Let's go to the code and define it. Define select category. First, we need to get to the page driver.get, and we will paste the page URL in here. Let's copy and paste it. Now we are at the main page. We need to go to the category selection field. Select category field. I'll name it, and it will be driver dot find element, and we will see what we need to use in this page. Let's come here and right click and inspect this. As you see, here is an ID, so I will use this ID to get to the element. I will write by ID, and I will paste the ID in here. Now we are not going to directly click this field, because when you are dealing some forms like this, it is very likely that you get an error. Maybe you do not get error at the first place at some elements, but for example, if you get an error at the 900th candidate, and if the program crashes, it will be very frustrating. So I will use some other thing in here. Then clicking first, and it will be the action chains. First, I will write actions, and I am going to move to the element first before clicking. I will paste this select category field in here, and I will write perform. Okay, now I can click the button. Actually, we will guarantee that we will not get an error by doing it in a try and exit loop, but this will save us some time, because getting in the except statement will take a lot of time, and we have so many items. So we are guaranteeing it in here also. Select category field dot click. Okay. Let's find and click our category button. Category button will be equal to driver dot find element, and since this is a function, and it will be called uh, for different categories, we will pass an argument in here. The category, it will be the category name, and we will use this name, which is one of these. We will use this name to find the element, to find the category. Let's look at it. At the first item, I will inspect it. We will select this div class using this using the text inside of it. So those are the same texts for every item with those. When we call the function, we will pass the category name, and according to it, we will find our element. We will do this by an xpath selector, and I will use a formatted string in here because we are going to pass some different items every time. Div, and its text inside of it will be equal to double quotes, and we will write in here category name. Okay, this will select the category for us for different categories. Now we will do the same thing with above one. Actions that move to element, and it will be the category button that perform, and we will click this category button. Let's define our search button here. What was it called? It is. I will write this text for it. Constructor tar button will be equal to driver dot find element, and let's go to the page and right click and inspect this. This is a span, and again we are going to use the text inside. Okay, let's go to the page again, code again. I, I will write expat because we are going define we are choosing according to the text. It's a span tag, and the text is equal to, let's copy this and paste it in here. Okay, to be on the safe side, I'm going to do the same thing with this button. Also, actions dot move to element, this button dot perform. Then we will click the button dot click. Okay, we have completed our first function. And now let's call it and check if it works. I will come in here and I will call select category, and I will paste the string in here. Let's see if we get it right. Okay, let's right click and run this. The main page open. Now we can click and select the category. Okay, it did it very fast, and we couldn't see what it did, but we get to the page we want. So this function works successfully. Let's go and write our other functions. Before going to the code, let me show you something. When we get to this page, when we see the list of candidates, we are going to call a function to get all the href values for those. Uh, but if I right click and inspect this, we will get those links from this tbody tag, which has all the candidates on this page. But the page structure is not the same with every category. As you see, here is just one column for the uh, candidates to be the president of the republic. But if I select any other category and search for it, as you see, there are two columns. And here, I think that those are the main candidates, and these ones are the substitutes for them. So we are not going to take these people. We are just going to take the main candidates. So we are going to write some conditions in our code to eliminate the second, uh, eliminate these people in the second column. Okay, now we can go to the code and write our function. Let's close this and delete the function call. Get links, and I will pass the category number here as an argument, and we are going to use it in our if statement. Now I will create an empty list here, candidates. At the end of the function, this list will be returned uh, as a list of the URLs of the candidates. Okay, let's find our container in page driver dot find element. And let's look at this one more time. Right click and inspect it. We are going to use this tbody with end table tbody class name. I will copy this. And if you look at this container, the uh, candidates and the substitutes of them are the only clickable elements. So we just need to extract the a text from this container and then eliminate the substitutes. Okay. Uh, I will use by CSS selector here, and it's a tbody tag, and the class name is equal to this. Now let's extract links. Links is equal to container. We are not going to write driver here. We are going to write container because we are just going to look inside of the driver in the container in the driver. That find elements. We are going to use plural because we want a list from this by CSS selector. This time I will not look at the page because we are just going to take the a text in it. Okay, now let's write our if statement. If the category number is equal to 1 for link in links, I will append to my candidates list, append the links href value get attribute href. This is going to pass the URL. So else, let's look at the page. We added those into our list. Let's look at the indexes. This will be 0, this will be 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is going on like this. So the candidates we need has the indexes or even indexes, and we are going to eliminate the ones with odd indexes. So let's go to the code and let's start one more loop, but now I will use enumerate in this loop. I and link in enumerate links. This is going to give us with the links and their indexes, which is going to be I. Okay, if I modulo 2 is equal to 0, this means the index is even, and we are going to append it to our list. Candidates dot append link dot get attribute href. Okay, this is the end of our function. We will just need to return the candidates list. There is just one function left to define, and it's the get page count. Def get page count. This will not take any arguments. We need the page count, the number of the pages for the categories, to know how many loops we are going to do to get the all elements of the category. So let's go in here. We can get the page count from this last item before the arrow. Let's inspect this, and this will change for every category. So we are going to, but the arrow will be will be here all the time. So we are going to get this element, this title, using its title, and then we will go to its preceding sibling. Then we will take the title attribute out of it. So let's copy this and get to the code. I will directly return this driver that find element. I will use xpath here, and it was an li tag, so I will write it like this. We are choosing according to this title first, so attribute title is equal to this one I copied, and we will go to its preceding sibling, and by doing it like this, we will take all the siblings and we will get the first sibling that is behind ours. So now we are in this tag, in this element. Now we are going to get the attribute of title from this. Write get attribute and title. Okay, we are going to use this number in a loop. So we need an integer, but this will give us a string. So I will convert it to an integer. And this is the end of this function. This is ready to call now.